It doesn't change anything for me. I think I only every year in my career I had a letter on my jersey. I think the only time I didn't have a letter is my first year pro, my first year in junior. So, it doesn't really matter for me. It's just, it's kind of something natural to me. I just go out there and I try to lead by example. I'm not the biggest talker. I don't like the big speeches and standing up and stuff. I just try to act, put some action behind the words and bring the other guys with you.
Do you think you should be captain here?
If it's a title that the coach and the team feels that I deserve, then I'll be more than happy to be. But I think we have a great group of guys, and we have a lot of guys that are going to be leaders no matter what.
Is it tough at this stage in your career, in your mind, balancing being in the NHL, AHL, NHL, AHL?
In my career, it's my 9th year this year, so for 8 years I only spent 1 full year in the American League, so I'm kind of used to it. It is what it is.
That's cool. That's a little bit up. That's a lot of transition.
Yeah, but can't complain. Every time you get called up, you get to play in the NHL, and it's still the goal. It's still I still believe that I can play in this league. I still believe that I can help. Now, being in Tampa, I think they said it. They have a lot of good players up there, and there's a lot of good players that are going to play here too. So, you take all the young guys that are so close to making it, and Joe is sticking there too. He has a camp like that anywhere else in the league. He's making the team for sure. Now, talking to him yesterday, he doesn't really know what's going on and stuff. They have so many guys, so much depth. So it's like I think Julian said it best. There's going to be great players playing in the NHL, great players playing in the AHL.
You saw a young team here last year, a young team here this year, though many different young players. Can you yet compare the two? Any similarities, differences between last year's team and this year's team here?
It's again a lot of really, really talented young guys that sometimes you come from the juniors where you were so much better than everyone. Now it's to learn to play a game where you're not going to dominate every shift. You're not going to score or have a scoring chance every shift, but you still got a job to do. So it's for these young guys to learn how to do that the quicker they can. And I think from last year, it's going to, like having so many rookies last year, for this year it's going to help a lot. Coaching staff and all that stuff, they know how to get these guys to adapt quicker. I think last year it took maybe a month and a half or so to get going, and then I guess this year we're trying to avoid that little slump to start the year and then start the year on the right foot.
Yeah, as you start the year, Saturday, first game, what are the feelings that you get every year as you head into the season opener?
Well, every year you have high hopes. Every year you want to win. You want to be the last team standing at the end of the year, and every year you want to play in the NHL. So everybody's got high hopes, and everybody's ready. I think we have one more practice, and then we'll get going. And I think the guys are really excited.
What have you seen through 2 games preseason as the team gets ready to go on Saturday?
Obviously, a lot of good things I think came out from these 2 games. I think we could see that we have a really high level of work ethic. We also compete really hard. But I think, like I said, it's for a lot of these young guys to learn that they're not going to be in the O zone every single shift, and they're not going to have the puck on their tape every single second of the shift. So they need to be able to play defense. They need to be able to play in the neutral zone. They need to do a job when they're on the ice every shift. So I think that's where we're at right now. It's just to learn to always do a job, even if you're not having the puck on your tape.
Well, this guy over here, I know you saw him at the end of last year. You see him at the start of this year. Do you notice any big or main differences in his game as he comes through a second year?
He's more involved in the beginning of last year. Last year he was a guy that would stay on the outside a lot and not create a lot of chance for himself. This year he's a lot more involved in the forecheck, a lot more involved in front of the net in the areas where it pays off. And obviously he is even up in the NHL at Tampa, he's one of the most talented offensively guys that they have in this organization. So when he's got the puck on his tape, he can score within a fraction of a second every time he's got that puck. So obviously it's a lot of skills, and I think he brings a lot to this team.